Greetings and welcome, brave soldiers of Gallia, to another episode of Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Alright, we've got a bit of an interlude here, parting ways. Let's hear about this suspicion.
Sir, may I come in?
Kreese, any results on that thing I asked you to look into?
Yes, sir. For starters, this bullet you gave me. Its shape and markings perfectly match rounds used by an experimental Gallian sniper rifle.
I see. So Alicia really was shot by someone inside the Gallian force. So, any leads on who fired it?
Well, who would have access to such ammunition?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Kreese.
The night before the shooting, records show Lieutenant Lancet checked out the rifle.
What? Faldio had the gun? Are you sure that's not some mistake?
Isn't Carl's last name Lansat as well? Admittedly, it's been a while since I checked the personnel file. I don't know who's related.
It's rare for a tank commander to ask for a sniper rifle, so the clerk remembered him. Sir, only 2 of those rifles exist right now. One is confirmed to be locked in the arsenal. The other was checked out to Lieutenant Lancet and has yet to be returned. I can't. It's hard for me to believe, too.
Faldio? It couldn't be.
No. I mean, that's pretty sloppy. Very sloppy. But then again, Faldio is a bit of a rebel. The truth. We can handle it.
Hey, Faldio. You in? Guess not. Notes on the Valkyrian race. The anthropology of the Valkyrer. Maybe he was reading up on the enemy.
Makes sense.
This is his handwriting. Alicia must be made to awaken. What?
Alicia must be made to awaken. No matter how much I try, I can think of no other way. I almost wish I had never joined them on that expedition to the Barrius ruins. I'm convinced that the inner chamber was built to admit only Valkyria. But the door opened at her touch. That could only mean that the blood of their tribe courses through her veins. Still, I was shocked to find her bathed in that uncanny light that night in the field. Though I doubted my eyes, I never once doubted. That light was the Valkyrian blue flame. Ultimately, I had no choice but to accept the simple truth that Alicia is one of them. I'd already begun to question all I knew. The walls of the temple sanctum were inscribed with the Valkyrier's account of history. History as it truly was. We are all taught of the Darkson calamity, and how their actions forever scorched the land. But this account told a different story. The Valkyria invaded this land from the north, slaying the indigenous Darkson people as they came. Their grasp of Ragnite technology and the art of war were vastly superior. They trained the destructive power of Ragnite on the Darkson's land, burned it to ash, then had the gall to pass the blame for their inhuman deeds off on their Darkson slaves. Darksons have borne that stigma ever since, while the Valkyria became godlike saviors.
That's pretty bad.
The victors simply rewrote the history books.
As they tend to do.
The Barrius ruins promulgate a lie to all but their own descendants as hard fact. Reading about the Valkyrier's power, the true face of these saviors, left me stunned.
Well, that certainly would explain why General Bless is so eager to work for a guy that is obviously evil.
I cannot help but think of how useful it could be to us now.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I've investigated every text and report on the Valkyrie I could find. They lead me to believe that at least a few scions of the Valkyrie must have survived to this day. All across Europa, these rare individuals live and die unaware of their own nature. But history has recorded rare cases of individuals who have awakened to their powers. Their stories share one common thread. All of them suffered grave wounds before awakening. If those accounts are correct, the blood of the Valkyrie stirs at the approach of death. Their power, having slept for thousands of years, bursts awake at one step shy of the end. Once awakened, if one of these individuals takes hold of the refined Ragnite arms of their ancestors, they make their mark on history as one of the Valkyrie of old. I couldn't stop myself. I stole the Valkyrian lance and shield out of the university archive. Supposedly their blood serves to amplify the Ragnite's natural power. I have no idea what science lies behind it. Perhaps it's a consequence of their origins in the Ragnite-rich northern regions. Regardless of the reason, the Valkyria's life force itself calls forth a reaction from the stone. The enemy Valkyria decimated our forces on the Magyar plains. I could not afford to stay my hand on account of ethics. I had the rifle, and I forced myself to use it. I shot her. I placed the lance and shield on her unconscious form. I was racked with insecurity and guilt, hands red with blood of my best friend's love. But now I know. The choice I made was right.
Faldio! Hello, Lieutenant Gunther. Is something wrong? Faldio, where is he? Sir, Captain Varrot just called him in. He left only a minute ago.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, I can understand his reasoning, but once you start justifying such things, really, are you even a good guy anymore? The price we pay for peace. Let's confront him.
Faldio, I'm only going to ask you this once. Was it you who shot Alicia?
Yeah. I shot her.
Tell me why. Why did you have to shoot her?
The people. Gallia needed her. Now let me ask you a question. How else do you think we could have won that battle? If not for Alicia's power, Gallia would have most certainly lost.
I still can't.
And not just this battle. I'm talking about Gallia's future. How else are we supposed to survive Welkin, caught on either side by giants? It's Alicia, our Valkyria. She's the only one who can protect us from them.
Wrong. Our side gaining power won't end this war. All it does is escalate the conflict.
That's enough. Listen to each other. You may both be right, but still, you're both very wrong. I don't claim to have the perfect answer either. However, regardless of the reason, attacking one of your own comrades is deplorable. By Gallian military law, I remand you to the stockade until further notice, Faldio. And you, Welkin. 24 hours in isolation for engaging in fisticuffs.
Chapter 15, Citadel Ghirlandaio.
Alright. It's neat. Yeah, Citadel Ghirlandaio. This one is going to be tough. Because this is essentially the start of a counter push. But first, let's head back to headquarters. We can't, of course, do anything, but I'd still would like to see. Alright, anything new?
Hey!
Yep. The clash at Gallia concludes. The morning of the 28th brought news of the Gallian forces' victory at Gallia. Though the exact figures are still unclear, it is safe to say that this win came at a significant cost in Gallian lives, with at least as many Imperial casualties to match. That cost might have been far greater had a second Valkyria not emerged from among the Gallian force. In a duel fought with lances and shields of legend, it was a Gallian woman who claimed victory, and the remaining Imperial defenses fell soon after. Though army officials have issued no comment on the Gallian Valkyria, the survivors of the Gallia operation likely have her to thank for their lives. And a refugee issue crosses borders. The EHRI, European Human Rights Initiative, has asked the continent's leaders to address the mounting refugee problem. Armed conflict and displaced people have long gone hand in hand. But the current condition in Europa has refugees' numbers higher than ever recorded, and the question of how to help them is fast becoming a paramount issue. EHRI volunteers are slated to sent to camps all over the continent to offer much-needed food and medical treatment to their inhabitants. Ben Tamal, an EHRI spokesman who has worked on behalf of refugees for 2 decades, stated, "Man's hopes for peace are hollow without the will to cast aside superficial differences in race, nation, and religion in order to win it." I really wish they would come up with a more useful acronym.
Da 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 da! I've got new material.
Mm-hmm. So you do. Signs of awakening what lies beyond hate. That's not the one I wanted. This one. And that's all I can afford. Yay!
Come back.
Alright, any new troops?
Hello, Well.
No, no one new. Then we can leave.
Come.
I'm not sure we're gonna get any more new troops, but it's good to check. Alright, so let's select the chapter Signs of Awakening. All the way back here.
Report. Signs of Awakening.
Which also includes a battle. Neat.
Hey, Welkin.
They called you in too, Faldio?
Alright, this feels a little bit awkward considering the scene we have just seen, and we did not get this particular report until now, which is a little bit weird, but you know, we'll go with it. It's in the past.
Yeah, looks like they've got all the squad leaders assembled. Must be something big.
It looks like all of you made it. You've probably already guessed why you're here now. The militia will be staging a suppression op, using all of its forces.
A suppression op, Captain?
As you know, the Empire has a series of camps spread throughout the Barrius Badlands. Each of your squads will work separately to strike them simultaneously.
I see. If we attack them at the same time, we won't have to worry about reinforcements.
Correct. Welkin, your squad will take the camp located atop the northern Barrius Mesa.
Yes, Captain.
The operation begins tomorrow morning. Be sure you're fully rested. Dismissed.
Right, taking the Barrius Highlands. Let's get it on.
Let me catch you up on the current situation.
Remnants of the Empire's force were spotted setting up camp in the highlands region of the Barrius Badlands. Your squad will be split up between the north and south to cut off their escape route. Then you'll have to weather their counter-offensive as you make your way to the summit. Your objective here is to occupy their base camp. Right. And I'm pretty sure... Alright, so this is Welkin and Alicia. I don't think we need a sniper for this one. Alright, I will take one of you. Let's see. Oh, right, I already had Largo on the field. In that case, Walter will probably do fine. And I think... No, that's not what I want to do.
You'll commence combat now. Stay sharp out there.
This one's gonna be big! Be careful out there, Sevens! Squad 7, move out!
What kind of weirdos would set up camp at the top of a rocky hill like this?
Well, gravity makes attacks from high places more dangerous.
Maybe that's it. Either way, we should watch out for fire from above.
And the award goes to...
Leave it to me. You boys like cherries? I'm so good
You so have the wrong attitude for this battle. Alright, let's go have a look upstairs first.
Don't forget to review your equipment.
Spotted an enemy.
Come on, boys, move!
An engineer. Alright, let's make sure we stay out of the way. And that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.